Hey girl, hey, what's up? Cece back with another video. Welcome to our first video of 2025. So what's up, you guys? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cece. We talk about productivity, our corporate careers, and just all around how to be a badass woman on this channel. So if it is your first time watching, please go ahead and subscribe because I don't know what you're doing if you have not. This year, this is gonna be our year. We say that every year, don't we? I know we say that every year, but this is gonna be our year. I feel something special in the air, and you and me are gonna do great things. Now, I know you guys saw the title and you know what this video is about. This is our annual goals video, and I'm going to tell you guys all the things that I'm going to be striving for in the year 2025. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to give you the blueprints for which we are going to get our shit done, okay? But I want to give you a little background real quick. So for me, I am 37 years old. I will be 38 very soon. In next month, actually, I will be 38. And so I will be 40 in 2 years. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I couldn't imagine ever saying those words. I couldn't, like 40 was just unimaginable, right? But the closer I get, the more I realize that my life is just starting, and I have so many more things that I want to accomplish in this life before I get taken out of here, okay? So this is kind of a rebrand, a restart for me, and for some reason I am just feeling so invigorated, right? And so I have some major goals, and by my 40th birthday I want to make sure that I have accomplished the things that I set out to accomplish. Of course, there's going to be plenty more goals coming after that, but I have 2 years until I turn 40. There is something pivotal about that number. And so, yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that out loud, but there is something so pivotal about that number. And I have some lofty goals that I want to hit before I get there. I want to be my richest. I want to be my fittest, my mental health. I want all of that to be in check. And I just want to overall be the person that I am setting out to be. And that all starts right now. I've done a lot of legwork over the years, but that really starts this year, in the year 2025. We are going to be healthy and wealthy girls, and hopefully you guys will stick along for the journey. So I don't want to overcomplicate anything this year. I really don't. And I really want to hone in on what matters. So I have goals in the categories of health and wellness, relationships, career, and finances. This year, I will be going through an intense life rebrand to make that happen. We're going to change our lives in 365 days. Welcome to day one. Okay guys, so the other day my husband and I sat down and we planned out our entire lives for the year of 2025, and one of the big things on our yearly planning list was travel. You guys know we love to travel, we love to get out of here. I travel for work a lot, and so I was gifted these really nice travel bags from BOSTANTEN, and you can find the brand on Amazon. Y'all know I love me a good travel backpack, and I'm always looking for the perfect one. First of all, look at this color. This teal and gold is so pretty. You guys, this has so many different pockets for everything that you're going to need to travel on the plane. Turns into pretty much a suitcase carry-on, and you can really, if you're going on a weekend trip, like this is the only bag you need. It has a place for your laptop. It has a place for everything, really. All of your clothes. You can put wet, dry clothes in here. There's a little spot for that. There's a charger for your phone on the inside. Like, you can't beat this at all. And it is such an affordable travel backpack. Travel backpacks can run you like hundreds of dollars, okay? So this is such a nice one, so affordable. Comes with some little inserts, some more packing items for your shoes and for your toiletries and makeup. You guys, if you're looking for the perfect travel backpack for 2025, definitely check this one out. I also got this guy here. This is the puffer tote bag with trolley sleeve, And this also came in several different colors. You guys, this is the perfect like little carry-on tote for the plane, the absolute perfect size. However, what I'm gonna use this for is actually my gym bag. I was in the market for a new gym bag anyway. My current gym bag just doesn't have enough pockets for everything that I need at the gym. This one, look at all the pockets in it, y'all. I am obsessed with pockets, like really good functional pockets in my bags, and this one definitely hits the mark. If you didn't want to use it for a gym bag, it does have a padded laptop sleeve on the inside. So again, perfect little carry-on tote for the plane. However, like I said, I'm using it for a gym bag. I've already started using it, put all my gym stuff in it, and everything fits in there so perfectly. So if you guys are on the hunt, if you missed somebody's Christmas gift and you want to gift them something, or you have some travel coming up yourself, these are the perfect bags for the plane, you guys. They were also nice enough to give me a discount code, a pretty significant discount code, okay? 35% for the puffer tote and 30% off for the carry-on backpack. So run right now, do not wait. Grab yourself one of these, grab one for someone you love, and make sure you do some traveling in 2025 because I definitely plan to. You guys are probably like, girl, you have set goals before, you have not achieved all your goals before. What is gonna make this year different? We are going to hit our goals this year, and we are going to start with 3 easy steps. The first step is reflection, all right? Everything you do always has to start with a reflection, because if you don't know where you've been, you won't know where you're going, okay? You are bound to repeat the mistakes that you've already made if you don't already know how you got here. So let's reflect a little bit on 2024. Let's talk about some highs, some lows, all of that. And I'll start with the highs because we love to start with the high. One is that I got my financial health back on track. So if you guys have been following for a while, then you probably remember in 2023, my husband was laid off the first week back to work in January of 2023. And we really took that time to enjoy each other, enjoy life. He was off work for the entirety of 2023 until December. And we took that time to really, one, find the job, right? Sometimes if you don't have money saved up, if you're not in the position to do that, you just have to find a job when you lose your job. But we took the time to find the job because we had set ourselves up pretty nicely with money and we were able to sustain our family. Kind of, okay? And when I say kind of, again, my husband was off for the entirety of the year. We traveled a lot in 2023. We did a lot of things and we had the money to live, but we didn't really have the money to live like we were still living, okay? We were living like we were still a 2-income household, and we were not for the entirety of 2023. So fast forward, that put us in some debt, all right? And so for 2024, we had an intense goal to get rid of as much debt as possible. We didn't get rid of all of it, but I am here to tell you we will be debt-free by the end of this year because we worked our asses off last year to get rid of so much debt. It was so freeing. So my husband and I, we did our yearly annual planning meeting the other day, and we really sat down and we were intentional about everything. We did a lot of reflections, and I opened my new budget book, which you guys have a budget video coming too, so don't worry. But I opened my new budget book for 2025. And I looked back at the budget book that we were using for 2024, and we had all of these credit cards that we had balances on at the beginning of 2024. For 2025, we have balances on two. And those are the last 2 that we need to get rid of. So we worked so hard to get rid of debt and get our financial health back on track. And we now have more money saved up, and we've just done such an amazing job getting back on track. So that was a high for me because us working together to accomplish that goal, it was not easy. It took some sacrifice, and we still lived our lives. Don't get me wrong. Y'all saw it, okay? We still lived our lives, but it took some sacrifice to accomplish those goals, but we did it, and I'm just so proud of us, okay? So proud of us. So that was one of my big highs for 2024. 2024 wasn't a super like monumental, momentous year for me. So it wasn't like, oh my God, you know, we had this great, amazing thing happen in 2024. But it was a good year. I made the most money I have ever made in my corporate job. Like by a long shot, I hit a kind of a financial milestone this year, which was awesome. I got a promotion early in 2024, so that was really great. And it was just a really solid year. Like my husband and I's relationship was awesome. My relationship with my children, they all excelled. It was just a very solid year, and I am so grateful for that. That being said, of course, there are always some lows, and I don't even know that I have like lows. One thing that I wanted to do more that we didn't get to do was travel a little more. But again, like I said, we were focused on our debt. So I don't think I went anywhere new in 2024, and my goal is to always travel somewhere new, and I don't think I went anywhere new in 2024. So that was a little bit of a low for me because I wasn't able to do that. And then, you know, I put a lot of focus on some things and then let some other things go by the wayside. So that being said, I had a really lofty weight loss goal to hit that I didn't even come close to that. So I didn't even come close to that. If you want to follow my weight loss journey, I definitely have my wellness channel linked down below in the description box. You guys should definitely follow us over there because we have some big things coming. But yeah, I didn't hit that at all. And so that took a toll on me mentally a little bit because me and my body, I have this love-hate relationship. My body, I love it so much. It has brought me through birthing 3 children, and I started running this year, and my body can do so many amazing things. But I think just, you know, societal pressures, and my body just doesn't look like it did. It don't look like it did before. And so me coming to grips with that while also still trying to get to the place where I love the way my body looks, it's always a constant battle with me. So that definitely took some toll on me. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I don't really have many lows, okay? So that tells you how good of a year it was for us. And I'm praying 2025 is even better. Now, when I did that reflection, that really made me think about what was really important to me, right? What things really matter to me? What do I really want to achieve in 2025 to give me the most fulfillment out of my life? And that's how I came up with my goals in those categories I mentioned before. So this year's going to be a little different because I'm going to be following a 12-week method. So you guys have heard me talk about the 12-week year a lot on this channel. I love that book so much. I just finished reading it for the second time, and I definitely have started to adopt that mindset. I think 365 days, like a goal for 365 days, that is a long time. I am not trying to be an Olympic athlete, okay, where they practice for something for 4 and train for something for 4 years for, you know, a quick 9-second race. That's not me, all right? I have goals that I want to achieve, and in order to keep me motivated, I want to see those achieved now. So I picked a few realistic yet stretch goals, and I am going to do that every single quarter, and I am going to take my life in quarters from here on out. So from January 1st through March 31st, we are going to be trying to achieve the following goals. So I am reading this from my Notion template, which we will check out in just a minute. Plus, I have the free template down below in the description box if you guys are interested. Notion has definitely been a great way to organize my long-term goals. I'm kind of a hybrid planner where I put some things on paper, some things in Notion, and I'll go over how I'm going to plan out my life in a separate video. However, this Notion template, this is my baby. I made some improvements on it from last year, and just some things that are going to serve me better with my 12-week week year goals, and so I love that for me. So I'm gonna read from the Notion template and then we'll dive into the entire template here. But my goals are as follows. For health and wellness, I want to have a 10-pound weight loss. I want to rep 135 pounds on the bench press, which rep just means more than one rep. That is what I want to do. So that is 145-pound plate on the barbell. I have been able to get that up once. I just can't seem to get that up a second time. So I am going to work on that within the next 3 months. For social media, you guys will see how this all ties into my big goals for the year, but for social media, I just want to be consistent on my YouTube channels, have an 80% consistent rate, and I'll tell you guys what that means in a second. And that is for my main channel, which is this channel, and also my fitness channel. I would like to be consistent on my Instagram, 80% consistent rate. Again, I'll tell you guys what that means in a second. And I want to get monetized on my fitness channel. So if you haven't subscribed and watched any of the videos over there, head on over and help your girl out. I would definitely appreciate that. And I have some goals for home and lifestyle, which is to declutter 5 spaces in my home. And I have 5 spaces listed. I'm okay to change those out as long as 5 spaces get decluttered in my home. Right now I have my laundry room, 2 hallway closets, under the sink cabinets in the master bathroom, and then the downstairs bathroom closet. So those are 5 spaces, but I've already decluttered 1 space in my home today. So I'm actually going to add that to this list as well and then check it off. Post the items that I need to post on Poshmark. I have several items that need to be posted on Poshmark. And then I want to take 5 full body photos this quarter. So those are all of my quarterly goals. Not too many, but they're definitely going to require some work. So let's dive into this Notion template. We will go over the entire template, and then we will also talk about what our really big lofty goals are for the year, and then you'll see how all of these fit into there. All right, you guys. So here is our Notion template. I am so excited about the additions to this template. So from the outside looking in, it kind of looks the same a little bit. It kind of looks the same here. I did not change out any of the banners or the photos. I probably will eventually throughout the year, but y'all, look, that is the least of my concern. My biggest concern is the meat and potatoes inside the template. I think the template worked very well for me last year, and I just had to make some changes in order for it to fit my life for 2024. So let's talk about that a little bit. So if we go down, this is the home page of my Notion template. I just have this widget. Look, as you can see, we're probably going to do a little changing up on things right here, right now, live on camera, just because, like I said, I got some things that I need to update. But I had a clock widget here. Clearly, the clock widget is not working, so we're going to update that later. But I love this visual representation of the year because it really puts things into perspective, right? So 0% of the year has passed, 3% of the month is already gone, and it's only January 1st as I'm recording this, and 64% of the day is gone. So that really kind of puts a visual perspective into how much time you have for the year, for the month, for the day, whatever it is, and it makes you get your ass up and get to moving, okay? So if we move down a little further, these are the pages that I use all the time over here under stuff I need. And then I have this section that says not using yet. So these are templates. Look, I'm no Notion whiz, okay? So when I see a good template, I like to make sure I save it so that I have it if I do ever want to use it for whatever it's named for or for something else. So there's a few templates over here that I'm just not using that I just keep in my arsenal just in case I may need to use them so I can tweak them to fit my life. But under stuff I need, these are the things that I will be using, and there's a few pages that I'm going to archive. So we have our content calendar. That is just where I keep all the videos that I'm going to be posting for 2025. I like to update that, so I always have my content calendar calendar with me at all times. My yearly goals for 2024. If you guys saw one of my previous vlogs, I will link it in this video if you missed it. But one of my previous vlogs, we talked about our 2024 goals, where I landed on those, and, you know, took accountability for where we fell short and all of that. So I would check that out. But for this, I don't want to mess nothing up. So I'm just going to put it over here under not using, and then I'm going to have to figure out an archive folder a little later. And you guys, as this template evolves, I will definitely let you guys know. So 2025 goals, we'll go over those in a second. We have our Q1 goals that I just read to you. I'll show you that template. Our 12-week year planner, I will show you that template as well. That is the habits that we are going to form to get our goals done. Income tracker for 2025. This is going to be all of my income outside of my corporate job. I'm going to add in that tracker. A project list, which I haven't updated yet, but I do have some projects that I want to update based on the planning meeting that my husband and I had. So I'm going to add those in there, and I'll show you that in a sec. And then my books, TV, and podcast list. I'm going to put the one for 2024 to the right, and so now I just have the one for 2025. So as you can see, this just got a lot smaller. But these are the pages that we're going to be working from in 2025. So let's start with our 2025 goals. These are overarching what I want to accomplish this year. Again, we are breaking them up into 12-week bite-sized goals, and that is what we are going to be full force focused on for the 12 weeks, but I wanted to make sure the overall picture was still written down and captured and memorialized somewhere. So for personal and career, I want to spend within my weekly allowance limit. If you guys have been watching, you know that Mark and I were so focused on our budget, and so we put ourselves on a $200 a week weekly allowance, and so that is our money to do whatever with, and the rest of the money is going toward savings, investing, some sort of debt, something like that. I want to take 5 professional development courses. I did that this year, or I'm sorry, I did that in 2024. So I want to do that again in 2025. Read 15 physical books, more than 50% from my existing home library. In 2024, I read 19 physical books, which was awesome. I exceeded my goal. Overall, like between audiobooks and physical books, I read, I think it was 43. So I'm not really worried about getting the audiobooks done. It's the physical books that I really want to be more intentional about. And I want to make sure again that 50% is coming from my home library, because my home library is overflowing with books. So once I read the books, I do donate them to family and friends. I have sold some, but once I read the books, I try to get rid of them unless it's something that I want to keep and refer back to. Review my review my goals quarterly and create a plan to achieve those goals. Definitely want to do that. Get closer to God, Bible reading 1 time or more a week. I was going from not reading my Bible at all to, in probably the last 2 months of the year, starting to read my Bible 2-3 times a week. So, and then the last couple weeks I kind of fell off just with the holidays. So I want to get back on that, but I don't want it to be super overwhelming. So I think having a goal of at least 1 time a week is sufficient for now. Take more full body pictures of myself. So that's where that take 5 full body photos comes in from my quarterly goals, because I feel like I don't take a lot of full body pictures of myself because of the body confidence issues that I told you guys about earlier in the video. So I am going to combat that by taking those full body photos and complimenting my body in those photos. For health and wellness, I am always continuing my body positivity journey, and that is really just complimenting myself and making sure that I'm speaking positively to myself and about my body. Doing monthly physique check-ins, which will consist of a weigh-in. I will definitely be doing that, and a 30-pound weight loss. We gonna do it. That's all I got to say. For social media, YouTube consistency for both of my channels, Instagram consistency, and that'll be that 80% number, which let me add that in there right now. Let me clip this microphone on, y'all. Instagram consistency over 80%. YouTube consistency, both channels, over 80%. All right, we want to get more consistent on our Like to Know It platform. I'd like to get that platform to 1,000 followers. So if you're on Like to Know It, I will be active there. So make sure you check that out. And I would like, this is the loftiest goal. This and the weight loss goal are the two loftiest goals I have. So do not laugh, y'all. Do not laugh. 75,000 followers across YouTube and Instagram, and that is for both platforms combined, and that includes both of my channels, my fitness channel as well as this channel, and also my Instagram account. So that's a big goal considering my channel has been stagnant for a while. All of them, they've all been stagnant for a while, but I also haven't been putting my heart in it like I feel like I should have. So that all stops in 2025. And I'm so excited for this. And we're going to hit this. I'm starting I don't want to say basically from scratch. So we have about 27,000 subscribers here. I have about 1,000 on my other channel, and then I have about 3,000 on Instagram. So that's about 31,000, which means I have about 39,000. Is that right? No, 40. I'm tripping. 44,000 to go. Yeah, I got about 44,000 to go. So if you want to help me with that endeavor and you haven't subscribed yet, help your girl out. So that's a big, lofty, scary goal. For my relationships, Mark and I do our relationship 101 bi-weekly. We love doing that. That's how we connect, and it just helps us, form a deeper connection and make sure we continue to be connected after being together for so long. And then having my husband and I's weekly meetings, focusing on who's cooking what days, who's picking what kid up and taking what kid to practice. Our money meetings, we have these meetings every single week just to make sure that we are on the same page about every aspect of our lives, because that is what we like to do. So those are my yearly goals. And I just have some, like, my Q1 focus is going to be my wellness and social media. And I just have some pictures here on the side. I do want to change up. So our word of the year, I think happiness and growth was great for last year, and we achieved that. But my word for this year is intentionality. And I'm stealing this from my husband because that's his word of the year. Intentionality. You don't get anything done without intentionality, okay? So that's our word of 2025. But this is what we look like. This is what we are going to accomplish, and you guys are going to watch me do it. Project 365. That's what I'm calling this. All right, let's go back to the home page. Let's go to the content calendar. So this is how I keep up with my content. I've been doing this. This is the second year in a row now. I have my videos planned out for January and February. So you guys can see some of the content ideas that I have, and we are filming right now the 2025 Goals and Notion Tour. But this is some of the content that I have on my content calendar, and I'm really excited about it and excited about some of the videos that are coming up. So hopefully you guys enjoy them. But this is how I just keep track of everything. And I have different statuses for the videos so I know where I am, so I can change this to idea, or am I scripting, am I in the filming stage, editing stage, uploaded, scheduled, published, whatever. I can add all that there. I can add the published date that I want it to go live, and then what type of video it is. I can also put that there. And then at the bottom, same deal. I have this for my fitness channel. So you can see all the videos that I have coming up for my fitness channel here. And it just lets me know where I am in the process of all these videos, so we can change this one to filming. All right, next up on the list, this is my Q1 goals page, and it really looks the same as the yearly goals page, except for this is where I'm really breaking down and getting granular about those yearly goals, and I just have them all sitting here. So these are the goals that I just read to you guys at the beginning of the video. Same page though. I am going to do some changing up of the banner and stuff like that, but same page as the yearly goals. All right, this is where it gets good. This is the 12-week planner. This is brand new in this template this year. And again, we have another visual representation of the day, the week, the month, the quarter, the year, all of that. But if you go down here, this is where I am going to daily mark off every single week what I'm getting done. So for my quarterly goals, I told you guys my quarterly goal was to lose, one of my quarterly goals was to lose 10 pounds. So this is where I put those habits in place to lose those 10 pounds. So I want to work out 4 times a week, and this is all week 1 right here. I'm going to work out 4 times a week, and I'm going to check off the days that I get that done, right? And then here for my Instagram feed post, I want to post on my Instagram feed 4 times a week. I'm going to check off here the days that I get that done. And then what it does is it also gives me a weekly score. So when we talk about Instagram feed, let's say this week I only did 3 times. That's 75%. For my YouTube video, I only put up 2, but that's completed so that would be 100%. So it scores me on the side right here, and then I can really see how consistent I've been each week on the habits that I set. And that'll really tell me where I'm lacking in order to meet and achieve some of these goals. So here I want to work out 4 times a week at least. My Instagram feed post, I want to have a feed post up 4 times a week. YouTube videos for this channel 2 times, a YouTube short for this channel 2 times a week, a YouTube short for my fitness channel 2 times a week. I want to do my admin hours 2 times a week. I'm still incorporating those admin hours in my life. Meal prep for 3 meals 1 time a week. A YouTube video for my fitness channel 1 time, a community post for this channel 1 time a week, community post for my fitness channel 1 time a week, and I want to batch create my shorts and reels for 1 hour 1 time per week. So those are all the habits that I want to do 1 time per week, and those are all the habits that will help me achieve these goals that we just talked about right here. And if those aren't the right habits, I can change those up weekly. But right now I have those same habits I'm ready to check off every single week for the next 12 weeks. Okay, last but not least, I do have an income tracker here, and this will be nice just to keep track of how much money I'm making via any outside source. So I have the different sources like affiliate marketing, freelancing, side projects, anything like that. And then it'll total it up for each month up here. And down here is just where I put everything in. So I'll put the source of where it comes from, the date I got the payment. And these are just like little examples of how to fill it in. But the month, it'll put the type according to the sources up here, the amount that I got paid, and where I withdrew that money. So what type of payment it was. So I can keep track of all of the money that I make via social media, and everything can just be a little more organized because your girl don't be organized all the time, okay? And then I do have a project list here. These are still projects from last year that I just have not actually, I'm lying. Some of these got done, some of them didn't. But these are projects from last year that I wanted to do. I just need to update this with different projects, whatever projects I want to get done in 2025. I am I'm like mostly planned out for 2025, but not 100%. So I think some of this is going to come more fluid as the quarter progresses. You know, as January progresses, I get back into the groove of work and just my normal life and not being in this fantasy vacation world, then everything will just be a little more fluid. And then last but not least, here are the books, TVs, and TV shows and podcasts for 2025. So everything that I read, I just list it here. If you guys want to see what it looks like completely filled in, this is my list for 2024. I didn't track any podcasts or TV shows, but I track all of my books. And so these are all of the books that I read for the year. And like I said, here are all the physical books. I just put them in blue, and then I put all of the audio books here in gold. And so I know how many books of each that I've read, and I just love the organization here. And I can see what books I've read and kind of go back to this list from time to time. So love that. So lastly for this Notion tour is a vision board. I have not decided if I want to make a vision board yet, or if I need to make a vision board yet. I have not decided on that yet. And so I haven't added a 2025 vision board, and I think I just want to sit in that for a little longer. The last thing I want to do is create a vision board that I'm just not fully set in yet. And so that's probably going to come somewhere toward the middle of the month. So we'll have a full vision board party video, something like that, coming up. But that's just probably not going to come right now, just because I'm just not set. I'm not there yet. So you guys, that's my 2025 in a nutshell. Some very big, lofty goals. I know that a big year is coming up for me in the not so distant future. I have 2 years to get to that place and 2 years to make some shit shake. And this is the beginning of that. So I'm very excited about 2025. I hope you guys are too. Look, and I do just want to give a little disclaimer, because sometimes you don't have the capacity to do big lofty goals every year. And that is okay. That's okay. Don't try to kid yourself and write them down because you feel like you have to or you need to. Some years is all about just surviving. Some years it's all about climbing out of the darkness. And I'm here for that too, because that's probably one of the biggest goals that you can achieve for the year. So if you haven't gotten your goals together yet, that's okay. As you can see, I am not 100% set in them yet, but I think I have a good foundation. So I would encourage you to just sit down and at least reflect if you haven't done so yet. And reflection really reveals what's important to you in your life. So that's all for this video. This is the first video of Project 365. And is that what we should call it? Project 365? Maybe Project 365 25? Like 2025? I don't know. I'll figure out the name. But this is episode 1. So I can't wait. Much more to come. Make sure you follow along on the journey. Again, the Notion template that I just showed you is down below in the description box. So make sure you check it out and get your stuff on paper, okay? The Lord said write it down and make it plain. Did the Lord say that? I don't know, but somebody said that. Write it down, make it plain. That is how you will achieve your goals. I did see somewhere that you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if they are written down, whether that's digitally or pencil and paper, whatever you want to do. Just get them out your head and get them down. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.